So the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game are going to be played this Sunday, and I did a playoff preview video on the channel a couple weeks ago before the wild card round started, and I'm 7-1 in predictions. I predicted every game accurately besides the Oakland Houston game, which ended up going to Houston. But I even said in that video that no matter who won that game was going to be going to New England and losing that game. So far I'm pretty accurate in my playoff predictions. So if you want to check that video out to prove I'm not lying to you, it's also here on the channel under the NFL Recap Show playlist. So check that out. So being I've been pretty accurate so far, I'm going to continue to stick to my original predictions. And for the AFC Championship game on Sunday between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots, I'm going to stick with New England. I just feel like Tom Brady is just going to be Tom Brady, in the playoffs like he always is. Granted he's throwing a little more interceptions in the playoffs than he probably does in the regular season, but he's still, as much as I hate to admit it, as a Colts fan, I don't really care for the Patriots that much. But until they are beaten, I will continue to pick New England to win just based on track record alone. So yeah, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to put up a good fight here. I mean, Le'Veon Bell, the Killer Bees, the Le'Veon Bell, Ben Roethlisberger, and Antonio Brown are going to give us a game here. And they've also got some other, receivers who could catch the ball as well. And Big Ben's going to be probably the best quarterback that Tom Brady has faced so far. I think they said, for the entire season, Tom Brady's only faced one really good quarterback, and that's Russell Wilson. And New England has lost that game. So everybody talks about how New England's got the number 2 defense in the league. How much of that is their good defense, or how much of that is they played horrible quarterbacks at this point to this point in the season? And we're going to find out, because Ben Roethlisberger is a much better quarterback than any of these other teams, like the Jets or the Bills, or all these teams that New England's had no trouble going through for the most part. So yeah, we're going to find out how good that defense is, how good the Tom Brady and the offense are without Rob Gronkowski. And the Pittsburgh's defense is a little suspect at times too, but this one could, both these games this weekend could be a little bit more of a shootout and things like that, because Le'Veon Bell's been running outstanding. He's been very patient. He's been getting behind his blockers and almost kind of walking in place a little bit, waiting for the hole to open up, and then he'll just dart right through it real fast. And he's very good at getting up to speed in a short amount of time, and he can hit the hole real quick, and just you make a good 20-30 yard gain out of nowhere. And Antonio Brown obviously can make the big catches downfield and short routes, whatever you need him to do. So I think it's going to be a very close game, but I'm going to take New England to win. And they'll move on into the Super Bowl for the AFC. And for the NFC Championship coming up here, we're going to have the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers going head to head in Atlanta. And so we're going to get 2 great quarterbacks here. Matt Ryan, who is having a tremendous season, probably the best season of his career, going up against Aaron Rodgers, who's been absolutely playing lights out, including without a couple of his biggest receivers. I mean, or at least Jordy Nelson for sure, which I saw was practicing, but I don't know if he's actually going to play this game. But he also lost Devontae Adams in this game last week, but against the Cowboys. Now they talk like he may probably play, but I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons in this game because I just feel like they've got the much better running game. Now Green Bay's been running the ball pretty well, but overall they just got a better 1-2 punch with Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman. Go IU, go Hoosiers there. Yeah, so and obviously Packers have Jason Spriggs from the Hoosiers. Yeah, I just feel like the running game is going to be much better on Atlanta's side, and plus both quarterbacks can sling the ball around, and Matt Ryan don't even need his biggest weapon, Julio Jones, to really create big plays down the field. There's other receivers who catch the ball just fine. And so it's like pick your poison there. I mean, I think they said there was like 8 different receivers who've caught touchdowns in the last weeks or so, and that's just insane. I mean, and Rodgers, that pass he made to Jared Cook on the sideline to win the game against the Cowboys, that was absolutely a thing of beauty. I mean, and drawing it up like a kid in the dirt in the backyard playing, just football in the backyard with a bunch of kids there. It's just incredible. I mean, these 2 quarterbacks, it's going to be a sight to see. I really believe this will be a shootout. The other one may not be so much, but this one here, the defenses for Atlanta is a little bit better than Green Bay's defense. Green Bay's secondary is very suspect, which is kind of why I'm giving the edge to Atlanta here. They're also at home. So I think this is going to be very close. This could end up being in like the 40s, but I mean, I don't really know about the scores, but I'm mostly focusing on the winners here. So I'm going to pick the Atlanta Falcons versus the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 51, and I will do a Super Bowl preview show probably the week before the Super Bowl. So you can come back here. I'll break down the matchup for that, who I think is going to win, and probably go over all that for you right here on the Jailcast. Well, that'll just about do it for me, everybody. Thank you for watching this video, and if you like what you saw here, please comment and like this video. And you can also subscribe to the Jailcast on YouTube by searching for Jailcast there. You can also find links in the description of this video for my Facebook and Twitter, or you can go to facebook.com/Jailcast, or you can find me on Twitter @EricJail. So until next time, thank you for watching. God bless.